The 88th Texas legislative session kicked off earlier today with the swearing in of House and Senate members.
The Constitution and laws.
The Constitution and laws.
Of the United States.
Of the United States.
And of the state of Texas.
And of the state of Texas.
So help me God.
So help me God. Thank you, sir.
The big question that has a lot of folks' attention for this session is how will lawmakers spend a $33 billion budget surplus? It's a record amount, and lawmakers have on hand, and legislative leaders want to spend a big chunk of it on lowering property taxes, among other priorities. Gerald Harris will have a live report on day one of the legislative session coming up at 5 o'clock. In the meantime, gun control is another key issue this legislative session, and families who lost loved ones in the Uvalde school shooting say they are hoping their voices will be heard over the next 3 months. The families say they want red flag laws and expanded background checks. They also want to raise the age to buy assault-style rifles from 18 to 21.
We know we're not going to get 100% participation there, but we're going to try our best to get to that point. But it's going to take one by one, meeting individually and then trying to negotiate some kind of deal with them.
As lawmakers work to allocate money from the budget, State Senator Roland Gutierrez from Uvalde suggests spending billions of surplus funds on mental health care and bolstering school security.
Meanwhile, many hope teacher pay is front and center as Texas lawmakers meet, and some superintendents are more vocal than others about their wish list. Jason Miles has more on that.
Now leading the state's 8th largest school district after decades in education.
I've been in the trenches in this work.
Fort Bend ISD Superintendent Dr. Christy Whitbeck has never seen a more robust Texas legislature surplus.
Never have we entered a legislative session with this amount of excess funding.
Funding she considers worth funneling to ISDs that in many cases face significant budget cuts, although Whitbeck realizes lawmakers have their own priorities.
But at the same time, we are in a nationwide teacher shortage. So if we're ever going to offer incentives, if we're going to offer special things to help teachers become certified, if we're going to think out of the box and really work to make sure our classrooms are filled with quality teachers, this is the time.
Teacher recruitment and retention is at the top of Whitbeck's legislative wish list, which, like in other ISDs, her board recently approved. Not only would Dr. Whitbeck like to boost teacher pay, but per pupil funding. Right now it stands at $6,100 per student. She'd like, ideally, to see it at $7,000. Whitbeck and many superintendents would like to see that per student allotment based on enrollment rather than daily attendance as it is presently done, since things like unexpected illness or temporary absences take a toll.
I'm going to hire the custodians for the amount of children and square footage I have. I'm going to hire the teachers for the amount of children, not doing it based on how many are there on a given day.
Whitbeck plans to personally lobby lawmakers in Austin on issues that also include charter school equity and standardized test reductions.
We need to partner. That's what this should really be about.
Keeping students, she says, at the forefront of every discussion. In Sugar Land, Jason Miles, KHOU 11 News.
Tonight